in a recent exchange, I made the observation once again about a consciousness that is divided within itself, which often is expressed in the language of, as this person used this language, and it was God and me. We are a team. Okay. The sentence and the sentiment expresses multiplicity, more than one. And it's the opposite of oneness. Oneness is the highest state of consciousness. It's the highest dimension, right? And you can think of it like climbing a ladder of awareness. So you get to the top rung and you become consciously aware that you are that one, that apex point at the top of the ladder. So you realize you are that in the single dimension of origin. And then once you had that realization, you climb back down the ladder into the lower rungs. You climb back into the dimension of your human self, where you see God or Source fractaled out as many selves, as many versions of itself, of Source. And at this level, we are interacting with other versions of the self, the monad, Source God. Now, the person that still speaks in terms of God and me as separate beings, as a team, has not made it to the top rung of the ladder yet, where everything is perceived and conceived as one thing. And this plays itself out in a person's behavior. They act separated. They express from a separated state of consciousness because they feel like they need God to have their back. They don't realize that their back is God's back. It's God's backside. You are the God that you have projected outward to have your back. You can eliminate that step by simply having your own back, if that makes sense. I was thinking about a Bible verse that speaks about the double-minded man is unstable in all of his or her ways. Why does double-mindedness create this instability? Because we don't know who we are. And we have to keep defending at every front, defending something, but we're not sure what exactly. But we defend just to stay safe. Well, why are you not in the awareness and experience of safety? Because your consciousness has separated you from God. And if you think about it, even though you have God in your back pocket, you're never actually safe. You don't act behave like you are safe, right? You still have to fight your own battles. You're not the sovereign God consciousness that is expressed in the phrase, who can make war with God? Who can make war with you if you are God, if you are the higher consciousness? That's why I don't make war. I don't need to make war. Yes, I'm going to put my arm up if you swing your sword at me. Yeah. Yeah. Um, but I don't swing my sword back. At least not in that insecure energy. Um, that's why I'm able to maintain my even keel vibration. I don't feel under threat. I don't feel overwhelmed um, by arguments. It doesn't matter. Arguments don't matter to me. Everybody has an argument, and all arguments stem from this place of separated consciousness, where you're separated from yourself. You're separated from God because you're separated from self. You split this into two to make your battle team. God doesn't war. God is not a war God. God doesn't fight battles because the one consciousness in being everything and all is so secure that it's not afraid of itself. So, yeah, I just want to bring this into context. As long as you speak in the and form, God and me, you are in duality. You are doubled up. You're two. You're divided. You do not have the conscious awareness of being God and having your own back. And to the awareness that you don't have to have your own back, because God doesn't have a back. God doesn't even have a spine, doesn't need a spine. God is above all that, above and beyond.